Okay, someone has their right, good morning, everyone, or good afternoon, sorry. I'm just waiting for everyone to join. We've got 200 participants now, and once the numbers stop climbing, then we will get going. So let's just wait a few seconds. Okay, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the College of Agriculture, Engineering and Science orientation Q&A session for our new first years. My name is Sally Frost. I'm the Public Relations Manager in the college, and I'll be your host for this afternoon. We're very glad you've joined us here at UKZN. We're very proud of the degrees that we offer. We have a very good set of lecturers and support staff to help you through your degree. So what we're going to do this afternoon is answer some of the questions that must be foremost in your mind. You have at the bottom of your screens, you'll see there's a Q&A facility and a chat facility. If you have specific questions, type them in that facility, and we have a panel of people here, and they will answer questions in the chat as well. But we'll also be doing live questions. So let's get going. And the first thing, I'm sure you want to know what it is like to be a UKZN student and how life at varsity is different from life at school. And what makes you successful as a student or unsuccessful. So we have one of our former students here, Ntokozo Dladla. Ntokozo, can you turn on your camera and unmute yourself?
Hi, Sally. Thank you.
Hi, Ntokozo. Okay, and if you can just chat to our first years and tell them what it's like to be a UKZN student, how it is different from school, what they must do to make sure they are successful.
Okay, thank you so much, Sally. Good afternoon, everyone. And university is very different from high school. You will set your own timetable, which can be daunting. So you need to listen up in terms of how to set your timetable. You will find the library, which is very, very useful, but sometimes the library can be tricky. So you will need to attend the library orientations. Also, it's very important that you listen to your ADOs, as they are the guide to help you finish your degree in time, so that you understand better what courses or what modules that you need to take in order to finish or graduate on time, because that's the most important thing. Another factor about university is that they help you throughout the way. So it's not just you studying. If you find challenges, there's hot seats, there's tutorials, there's extra tutorials. And in our college, we are fortunate to have practical sessions, which help you understand the module better. And it's very important to know how many tutorials, how many practicals, as well as lectures you must attend in order for you to get the credits that you need. Now, the university does not only have academic programs to help you achieve your course in time, it also have a very unique support system. Not only do they help you with funding, with student funding, they also have a very good student support services. So whether you're battling with managing your time, or you have emotional problems, or there's something that you can't connect with the world, they are there to help you. All you need to do is reach out. So do not be scared. And most recently, there is a program that helps you connect with someone who's still at varsity. Maybe they are a postgrad student or a third year. and it's called the FYE program. So it is very important that as a first year, you sign up with the FYE program and find a mentor who will be able to guide you throughout the first year so that it's not too daunting, because there you can ask questions that you might find challenges with. Overall, I'd say enjoy your journey, and if you are unsure about anything, even if you chose the wrong degree maybe, and you were signing up last minute, you can still change your mind. Just speak to your ADOs and other facilities that are available to you. Other than that, I'll say enjoy this journey and all the best for the next 3 to 4 years. Thank you, Sally.
Thanks very much, Ntokozo. Ntokozo's had got her master's degree from UKZN, so she was here for a long time and has lots of experience. So thanks, Ntokozo. Right, so most of you would have got your offers, accepted your offers, and you have either already registered or you are in the process of registering. Now, this can be a bit complicated and daunting, how to register online. So I'm going to ask Dudu Lutuli, who looks after the engineering students and the Maritzburg students. Dudu, if you can unmute yourself and turn on your camera, and then just talk us through the process to follow to register online.
Thank you, Sally. Hi, everyone. Welcome to our first year students. My name is Dudu Lutuli. I am from the college office. I will just share with you briefly with regards to your registration, how you go about into doing your registration. I'm going to share my screen. If you just bear with me. Okay, so this is the page where you go to when you do your registration. So you basically go to this website. It will take you straight to the iEnabler. iEnabler is the page where you go in when you do your first time registration. So basically, you're gonna put in your student number like how I did, and then you'll put in your student number, your PIN. If you do not have a PIN, you'll have to request a PIN. So if you click request a PIN, it will ask you a few questions about yourself. You fill in those questions, and then it will send you the PIN via your cell phone. So you put your student number, your PIN, you then log in. When you do your login, it will show you all your details, your gender, your student number, your date of birth, and everything. And then you quickly look on your left where it says web registration. You click there. You have to click rules and regulations. You have to go in, accept the rules and regulations. If you do not do that, it will not allow you to continue with registration. So you read through your rules and regulations, you click yes, and then you accept your registration, your rules and regulations. Once you've done with that, it will then take you down to new registration, whereby when you click here, okay, I have not accepted my registration as yet. So when you click under new registration, it is where it's going to show you all the modules that you need to be registered for, the programs that you've applied for, and then it will ask you to click to save and continue, whereby you need to choose the modules that you've been accepted for. Okay, nothing here. So once you're done with that, it will ask you different questions throughout your registration. Basically, when you're a first year student, your modules are fixed. So that means that all your modules that are there, you have to register for those modules that are appearing on your new registration. You click on all those modules, you click save and continue. If you are financially cleared, it will allow you to accept your registration. If you are owing fees or you have not paid for your registration fee, which is 4,600 rands, it will not allow you to go through. Once it has allowed you to go through to say accept your registration, you will then receive a proof of registration via email using your student number. You click there, you've got your proof of registration, then you can go and make your student card. Thank you, Sally.
Just stop sharing your screen. Okay, and I'm going to share another screen. First years, if you're a bit lost, just Google CAES for College of Agriculture, Engineering and Science Orientation, and it will take you to this page here where it has all the possible information that you might want to have. You'll see here that from next week, we're doing campus tours on campus on each of the campuses. So you must look out for our bright banners for College of Agriculture, Engineering and Science, and people will take you around the campus. If you scroll down, here are some videos. There's one in English, there's one in Zulu. If you click on the video, they'll give you a very good overview of UKZN, your degree, and the campus that you'll be studying at. Their last year's orientation sessions loaded as well. Then we get to student information. There's information if you're studying agriculture or science, and there's information if you're studying engineering. Have a look through here. You'll find everything you need to have. The orientation booklet for engineering students gives you your timetables. Information on fees and funding is there. If you scroll down, there's student support services, which we will talk about. Curriculum advice we'll talk about. Frequently asked questions. Then there are a whole lot of useful links at the bottom. These campus videos here at the bottom of the orientation page, I'd strongly recommend they give you a tour of each campus so that before you come on campus, you know where everything is. So have a look at this page. The other one I want to take you to is the registration page. It should swap now. Okay, so you Google CAES registration. This page will come up and it tells you absolutely everything you need to know about registering. There's a video showing you how to do it. There's an online registration guide. If you click here to register online, it will take you to where the page Dudu was telling you about. There's stuff about registration processes. There's about the first year experience program, which is compulsory, about the critical social justice module, which is compulsory, which we will talk about. Residence affairs is here. Everything that you need to know that you have questions about and aren't cleared up today, please go to these 2 pages. Okay. Right, I'm going to move on to the funding issue. You'd notice when Dudu was speaking about registration, in the process, you have to pay the registration fee if you're self-funding. Now, it gives the details, the bank details where you have to pay, and then you email proof of payment through to either Howard fees or Westphal fees or PMB fees, depending on where you're studying, at ukzn.ac.za, and then they will lift the hold on your registration and you'll be cleared for registration. If you are a NSFAS student, which a lot of our students are, you don't have to pay anything. And I've got Marsha here from the college office. Marsha, if you can turn on your camera and unmute yourself, and she'll tell you the process that NSFAS and bursary students need to follow for funding. Marsha?
Thank you, Sally. Afternoon, everybody. Well, once again, welcome to our first year's orientation. My name is Marsha M. Damute. I'm based at Pietermaritzburg campus. I'm a student funding advisor. For those who will be in PMB, they will be seeing me and Mrs. Heather Singh. Right, I'll be just brief. Mrs. Frost has already gave you the information regarding our clearance. When you are a first year funded student, you do not need to pay any registration fee except your acceptance offer. But when it comes to a registration fee, once you have been confirmed that you are funded for 2024 funding, there is no registration fee fees that you'll need to pay. And for the students that will be funded by external bursaries, When I say external bursaries, I'm talking about Nedbank, ABSA, and other departments. You will have to provide the university with an award letter. The award letter does not come from the student. It should come directly from the company that is funding you to us, whether to me. Most of the time, you'll be contacting me, Marcia, and they will send that letter to me, and I'll be liaising and verifying that letter with your sponsor. Then you'll be cleared once we have confirmed everything with your sponsor. Other than that, there's nothing difficult. It's a matter of you just following the normal procedure, knowing exactly what to do. For those students that are unsure that they are funded by NSFAS this moment, you are welcome to contact our officers. Call in to make sure that you are funded or not funded. If you're not too sure as well on how to do that, you go to your NSFAS portal, you check your stages where you are. If it tells you you are provisionally funded, you are also allowed to contact us to say, I am provisionally funded, but I am not yet cleared. We will make a follow-up to NSFAS on your behalf. That's about it when it comes to financial clearance, when it comes to funding. Thank you.
Thanks, Marcia. If any of you don't know numbers to phone, again, look at the orientation page, CAES Orientation, and if you go down to the bottom, useful documents, it has the college contact list. And if you look there, you'll find all the numbers, telephone numbers that you need and email addresses that you need. Okay. UKZN prides itself, we offer a lot of support to our students to help you succeed academically, and we help you with all aspects of your life and your emotional and support that you need. So I have Mzamo Zondi, I saw that you were here. If you can unmute yourself and show yourself, and just let us know what student support services our college offers. Mzamo, are you here?
I'm here, Sally. Thank you so much. And greetings to our colleagues and our students. Thank you so much, Shelly. Sally, right. Our manager is Shelly. I'm standing in for her. Right. Good people, we are student support, and the operative word is support. We are committed to supporting you while you are at varsity. We specialize mostly with psychosocial issues that you might face. So, no problem is too small, no problem is too big, and no problem is too strange. We are here to support you with those. We support you also in matters relating to advocacy, when hopefully none of you will be facing academic exclusion or financial exclusion, but if ever it comes to that, we support you with that, but provided you have been visiting us, right? We have qualified psychologists that are registered with HPCSA. We also have interns, and we also have student support. We also have student development officers, and our service is highly confidential, and it's very professional, and most of all, it's free of charge. You don't have to pay anything to access our services. We support you with your personal issues, with career and academic counseling, right? And to us, your mental health matters. So any personal worries that you fear may impair your academic performance, please come and speak to us with those. And we have diversity in our team, friendly faces. So I'm sure you will find somebody that you can relate to. And I'm also hopeful that you will also find somebody that will speak your own language as well, right? How to contact us? You can book our session online. I'll put the link on the chat that you can access. Yeah. Yes, and we are also Well, we are available from Monday to Friday from 8 to 4:30. You can also call us. Also, the number I will also put on the chat, 0800 800 017. Let me just put it there as well. Okay, right. Yeah, so having problems, come to us. We are here to support you. Thank you, Sally.
Thanks very much, Mzama. Let me just start my video. Just to say, you shared the numbers to the panelists, but you must just share to the attendees as well. So they wouldn't have got those two links. We saw it, they didn't. So just
All right,
reshare.
thank you.
And students, again, if you go to our orientation page, you scroll down, there's a section, Student Support Services. They've got an excellent video and materials that they have loaded there. And I really recommend that you make use of the services. They're for free and they make all the difference to your mental health and your possibilities for success at UKZN. Okay, while we're talking health, we have campus clinics. Are either of the sisters here? I'm not seeing your names yet on the list. Sister Zondi or Sister Kubisa, if you're here, let me know. Otherwise, I'll come back to you later. But let's move on to the library. As a student at UKZN who wants to be successful, you'll be spending an awful lot of time in the library. It's an excellent resource to have. And we have Shoba Haku here from the library services. So Shoba, if you can show yourself, unmute yourself, and tell us what services the library offers and how students can access those services.
Hi, Sally. Thank you. Can I just share my screen?
Yes, you should be able to share it yourself.
Okay. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yeah, you just need to make it full screen, Shoba.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. Okay.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. So I'm Shoba Haku, as Sally mentioned. I'm the subject librarian at the Life Sciences Library based in Pietermaritzburg. So I'm just going to tell you basically what services the library offers and how does one access these services. So remember, there are libraries on all 5 campuses. There's the main libraries for CAES students, which is the E.G. Mahaba Library and Howard College, the Cecil Renault and PMB, and the Westville Library at Westville. Also take note of the branch library, that's at the Life Sciences Library, and that serves the School of Agriculture, Engineering, and the School of Life Sciences. So remember, you need your student card to access all libraries, and you also need your student card to return and borrow books. Libraries are normally open 24/7. So at the moment, they are open from 8 or 4:30. But when term time starts, they will open for 24 hours. So the facilities that we have print books, ebooks, master's and PhD theses, journals. These are academic magazines. We also have databases for the different subjects. These are online collection of journal articles, books, theses, etc. We also have an academic reserve section. This is where your lecturer will put all your textbooks, and then you'll be allowed to use them for 2 hours at a time. We also have study areas with plug points for laptops and cell phones. We have photocopy machines and free Wi-Fi. So remember the library website. You can just Google UKZN Library to get to this page. And this will be your starting point for your research, right? You can search for print books using the iCatalog. You can search for electronic resources, research spaces for your theses, your master's and PhD theses. To contact us, this is where you will contact your librarian. Google Scholar is the scholarly form of Google, right? This is where you search for your academic publications. The guides, these are short library guides available on every subject offered at UKZN. They give you more information, just basic information about the library related to your subject. And remember, we also have an Ask Us button. So if you want to know anything, then you just click on this button and you just pop in your question. So this is the LibGuides landing page. So we've got 54 subjects. All you need to do is just click on your subject, and let's say you clicked on the agricultural engineering LibGuide. So it'll have information about the books, the ebooks, the journals that can be used for agricultural engineering, as well as the databases, as well as the contact details for the subject librarian, right? You can contact the librarian via the email or the telephone number. So remember, we have a subject librarian in every library to help you. They deal with a range of subjects. For example, if you're studying geography in PMB, then you have a subject librarian in Cecil and at Life Sciences Library. So subject librarians can assist you in searching for relevant scholarly literature for assignments, reports, seminars, etc. So please get to know your librarian. They work in liaison with your academic, and they will make your life so much easier. So these are the case subject librarians. You can see that we scattered across the campuses at Westport, Pietermaritzburg, Howard College. Okay, so and these are the names, the places, the emails, and the telephone numbers. But remember, they are available via the library webpage. Okay, we also have a circulation desk where you can just go in and ask a question. You can borrow and return books, and this is where you will choose your academic reserve books. Remember, you only allow 2 hours at a time. And let's say if you're based in Pietermaritzburg, if you need a book from Durban, then you can do an intercampus loan. If you need a journal article from another university library, then we can do an interlibrary loan for you at the desk, okay? Now, also remember, this is very important. We have library training throughout the year. Now, the library training starts on the 4th. So it's between the 4th and the 16th of March. It's available via Zoom, and it's for everyone, for all students, remember. So all you need to do is just click on your resource or whatever information resource that you would like to register for. Click on the register button, and you will get an email with the Zoom link to join the session, okay? So that's it. If you have any questions, I can answer them for you, but thank you very much for your attention and good luck with your studies. And just remember that the library is your savior while you're here at UKZN. Thank you very much, Shirley. Sally, sorry.
Thanks very much, Shoba. If you can stop sharing your screen. Yeah, you still need to stop sharing, I think.
Okay.
But just to reiterate, students, you're getting a lot of information thrown at you. This session is being recorded. The recording will be put on our orientation website. All these slides are on the orientation website. So please, all information, if you're stuck, is on the orientation website and on the registration website if it has to do with registration. Okay. Have you stopped sharing, Shoba? Because I'm still seeing your screen.
Okay, I've stopped share. Okay, I've stopped my sharing.
Okay, maybe it's just stuck. Okay, the next thing I want to address is the issue of safety on campus. We try to make campus as safe as possible. Inevitably, you do have criminals who are attracted when there's so many people all together. But common sense will keep you safe. So we have Trevor Abrams here. Trevor, if you can unmute yourself and show yourself and just give us some advice or tips of how to stay safe on campus. Trevor, are you here?
Good afternoon, Sally. Good afternoon,
Yes.
colleagues. Good afternoon, students. Your safety is our concern. Therefore, we constantly upgrade our security personnel and systems to be in line with and are able to combat crime. However, it is essential that every student learns how to stay safe wherever they are on campus. The basic rules of crime prevention apply to everyone in the higher education environment. Criminals are particularly interested in students for several reasons. One is that students have laptops, computers, cell phones, iPods, and other gadgets, items that are light, portable, and easy for a criminal to sell and convert into cash. We urge students to keep safety top of mind at all times when they are out to enjoy themselves. Be particularly aware that alcohol and drugs interfere with your ability to make clear decisions and communicate effectively. Perpetrators are often not strangers to the victims of sexually related cases. If you feel unsafe or think you may be at risk, leave the situation immediately. It is always best to go out in groups with friends you trust and to stick together. Don't accept drinks from strangers and watch your drinks all the time. Just a few tips that I'd like to just pass on, especially if you're in the residences. Always lock your resident door, even when you are in the room or going to the bathroom. Residence halls doors must be secured at all times. If you find someone has propped the door open, remove the barricade and secure the door. Report suspicious persons you may see in a residence or office corridors. Never open your door to strangers. If you have lost your resident key, report it immediately and have the lock changed. Don't keep residence and vehicle keys on the same keyring, and never disclose your address on your keyring. Do not carry your valuables like laptops when you're going to the grocery shopping. Do not be fooled by people offering you specials who don't even work in the store. University is such an exciting experience. To ensure your experience is memorable for the right reasons, mix with people who are like-minded about personal safety and you can rely on in an emergency. The RMS emergency numbers are the back of your student cards. So whenever you're in emergency, use those numbers to contact RMS, who are 24 hours at service, waiting for your call to assist you. Thank you very much, Sally.
Thanks, Trevor. There is also the UKZN app that you should download on your phones. And I think this has a security feature, doesn't it, Trevor?
Yes, it does. It's if you have an Android phone, you could use it. It's on the My UKZN app. Once you press the emergency button, it comes through to RMS. Will respond in under a second, and within 5 minutes, RMS should contact you to see what the problem is.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, but just to reiterate what Trevor says, you need to be sensible and you will be fine. Inevitably, during the academic year, there are times of protests that comes with living in South Africa. And my advice is be sensible and stay away from them. Don't rush along to see what's happening, because then you're going to get caught up in them. Just stay away and you will be safe. Okay. We offer a lot of sports at UKZN. Zilungile, are you here? I'm not seeing you, otherwise I'll also come back to you. And Sister Zondi, I don't see. Okay. Just to my panel, I see there are quite a few questions in the Q&A in the chat. If you can please just monitor the questions, and if they pertain to your area, write an answer to those questions. Right. Now, the main reason that you come to university is for academics, to get a degree. And in the college, we monitor your academic progress, and we also offer you support. So I'd like to call on Dr. Dalia Varghese. Dalia, if you can unmute yourself and show yourself, and just explain what academic monitoring is and what support we offer as a college.
Good
Dalia?
afternoon, everybody. Yeah, I hope you can hear me now.
Yes.
My name is Dalia Varghese, and I'm one of the principal academic development officers in the college. I'll briefly explain the academic monitoring and support that is offered in the college. Let me just share my screen quickly. So this stems from the academic monitoring and support policy of the university. So the main aim is to identify students who are underperforming timelessly early in the semester so that we can provide the necessary academic support for the students so that they can achieve the desired academic performance. Now, this also obligates the students to attend and participate in the range of support activities that are prescribed for the student. Now, academic monitoring, let me first explain about what is meant by academic monitoring or how it is done. So academic monitoring is offered at two levels, an intra-module level and inter-module level. So at intra-module level, we start monitoring the students immediately after the first assessment. So student academic performance in each module is monitored by the lecturers and also the academic development officers right after the first assessment. And if the students are not performing well, they're invited to academic counseling, where we try to identify what are the issues that's affecting their studies and then provide suitable support. And this is an ongoing process starting from the beginning of the semester till the end of your studies. An intermodule level evaluation that is done at the end of each semester based on the results obtained in all the modules taken by the student till date. Now, based on the academic performance of the students, they are put into various categories following a color coding system. And this is often referred to as the Robert system. You will come across this terminology very often, probably from after the first semester. This Robert system works with 5 different color coding. Now, this color coding is in no way to stigmatize the students, but it's just for them and the academic advisors to know where they stand based on their academic performance. So a student with exceptional academic performance, they're coded as blue. A student on green will be with good academic standing. But once their academic performance drops down, they are coded orange, which means it's time for you to catch a wake-up call and see what is going wrong with your studies. And this is a time when students also have to utilize the available academic support programs, which will ensure that they will come back to good academic standing. Now, the support programs are part of the additional support that is offered to the students, but it's a responsibility of the student to make sure that they make use of this. Now, if the student still is unable to cope and repeatedly fails, that is when the student is coded as red. However, the student is still given a chance to catch up, and if everything fails, and that is when the student can be excluded from the university. But we are aware that in the first year, the students will take some time to adjust to the university. So no student will be excluded in the first year. The first 2 semesters, even if you don't perform well, good enough, even if you fail your modules, you still will not be excluded. But I really encourage that you make use of all the academic support programs so you can cope with academics in the university. Now, this is a flow chart. It looks a little bit complicated, but this is what we follow at the end of each semester to assess the academic standing of a student. Now, I'm not going to explain this in detail because we will have a lot of workshops for the students where this will be explained in detail. But the curriculum of a student for the next semester, that will be based on the academic performance in the previous semester. So if a student is not performing optimally, or if they are failing modules, then they are given a reduced academic load so that they can cope. Also, we strongly encourage that those students should get academic advice before they register each semester. Now, coming to academic support. So we have academic development and support programs in all the 5 schools in the college and also in the Center for Academic Success in Science and Engineering. And at each school, it is directed by the academic leader of teaching and learning and supervised by the academic development officers in the college. So in our college, we have mainly 5 principal academic development officers. So the ADOs, they commonly called as ADOs, they are specific to each campus and associated with specific schools. Their details are here. I will also give you a website where you can find the details of the academic development officers. Now, in the first year of university life, we know that it's a little bit of overwhelming with long hours of studies, practicals, tests. So just remember that you are not the only one who's facing this, and you're not alone. And we have a lot of academic support programs that's available freely to you to assist you with your studies. And one such flagship program that we offer is a supplemental instructions. These are non-remedial sessions, and they are mainly student-led peer study sessions which support students towards academic success. So what they mainly do is to integrate what to learn with how to learn. And these sessions are free to all the students. It's offered multiple times in a week so that you can choose the time which is more comfortable for you to attend. And in these sessions, the students compare notes, discuss the readings, and revise the material that is taught during the week so that they're well prepared for the next week. We also have hot seats. So these are drop-in facilities where students can get one-on-one assistance for particular modules. Usually we have these hot seats for maths and stats modules. The students don't have to make any appointment. They can just go to the session and then get help for their module. And this is also open to all the registered students in the module. We also have the writing place, which is mainly for students in the earlier stream where they have to submit a lot of reports, write essays, etc. So senior students will be available to assist the students in the writing place with their essays and reports and long assignments. So in addition to that, we also have peer mentorship. Many of you would have been introduced to your peer mentor already, who will help you mainly through the registration process and adjusting to the university life. We also organize workshops for the students. It ranges from how to read your handbook, the modules required for your degree, how does your degree work, study skills, and various other activities which is related to your studies. Then we have academic advising sessions with the ADOs where you can chat to the ADOs. They will monitor your progress and provide you with guidance. And we also have residence tutorials. And this year we may also have tutorials in isiZulu to help the students. And all these are offered free of charge to the registered students. So let me end here with a few tips which will help you to sail easily through your first year. Firstly is to manage your time. This is something which I've seen to be a problem with many students. So it's very important to start right from the first week of lectures. Secondly, attend all your lectures. Although some material will be available online on the learning management system, you're strongly advised to attend all the contact sessions with your lecturers. Thirdly, prepare for your lectures and tutorials. And finally, get help early if required. The lecturers will be your first line of contact in the lectures, but please remember we are there for you. The ADOs are there. You can come to us anytime if you're struggling academically. So the details I've given you now, I'm not sure whether you have got everything, but it will be there in a college website, and a teaching and learning unit will have the contact details of all the ADOs in the various campuses and for the different schools. So please feel free to contact us on Westville campus. I'm on Westville campus. On Westville campus, you can come to level 4 Oliver Tambo building. If you have any issues that is affecting your studies, and if we cannot help you, we will definitely direct you to the right person. Thank you.
Thanks, Dahlia. And just to emphasize what Dahlia is saying, please use the website. All the information, all the questions that you have, the answers are on the website. I see there have been quite a few questions about people battling to register for modules. If you go to the registration website, there are links there for each school, and they're Zoom links or Teams links, sorry. You click on that link during office hours, and there will be an academic in the team meeting who can assist you with your registration and what modules to choose. So please make use of the website, make use of that facility where academics are waiting to help you. You must just click on the link, which is on the registration website. Right, I see my camera is still off. Okay, that was how to succeed academically. Going back to the other part of your university experience is to have fun. It's not only hard work. And we have very active sports clubs and all sorts of sports that are offered. So we've got Zilungile here. Zilungile, if you can unmute yourself and show yourself and share your slides and tell us about the sports that UKZN offers. Okay, Zilungile, you muted.
Good day. Can you hear me, Sally?
Yes, I can hear you. Will you
Okay.
share your slides?
Okay.
Or do you want me to share from there we go. Okay, and you just need to put it on full screen mode.
There we go. Good afternoon. You are speaking to Zilungile Ntombela, and I'm from the sports department at UKZN. Welcome to UKZN. UKZN Sports is allocated. We are situated at all the campuses at UKZN. As you all know, that we've got 5 campuses: Jude Howard Medical School, Westville, and PMB. So we have our staff that are assisting you with all your needs in sports. We've got sports attendants in all our facilities. We've got pool supervisors and also facility supervisors with regards to our sports centers. So most of you will write your tests as the sports center. So your exams, especially, and your graduation days, you'll attend them there. So I encourage you to visit the sports center, especially at Westville, and see that sports center is the world-class sports center. For your administration, sports administration, you can find us at Westville. We are situated at the Westville Sports Center. Those are the contact numbers if you need to ask, if you are at Westville. And Edgewood, those are the contact numbers. Howard Campus, we are at the Student Union Building. PMB, we are at the Student Union House in the Golf Road campus. And these are some of our facilities that are at UKZN. We've got the world-class, the Olympic-size swimming pools that are available to all our students. And we offer swimming lessons for free. So you can sign up for swimming lessons and look out for the times that they are offered. And we've got our gyms that are available for students. We've got our sports centers. We've got our rugby field, soccer field, and our cricket fields. So depending on what sporting code that you would like to participate on, we'd like to encourage you to try a new sport at varsity. We've got coaches that are available to assist you with all your needs in all our sporting clubs. So socially, you can also join. It doesn't matter if you have done the sport before or you haven't done the sport before. So you can also join, and our coaches will take you from a beginner to a level where you want to be. We've got squash lessons that are offered in all our facilities, and the residence leagues are also at a social level where you meet and mingle with other colleagues, with other friends. You make more friends, you meet socially with other people and distress. So I encourage you to be part of the Residence League. Now we not only offering soccer Residence League, but we're also offering netball Residence leagues, and also social competitions on swimming as well. The reason why you should become a member of sport at UKZN is because not only we offer competitive codes, but we also at a recreational level. And we offer you an opportunity to compete with other sports people from other universities and also other clubs, be it at a national level, be it at a provincial level. We are able to assist you to attend tournaments, and then you also participate in the USA tournaments, where it's only universities that are competing, and it gives you a chance to see other universities as well. So you get to be in a balanced student life where you are on an academic level and also in a sporting level. So we encourage you to be physically fit. We say we need you to have fun and have good quality of life at UKZN. So if you want to become one of our members, if you want to be at a competitive level or at a recreational level, you can come and sign up at any of our offices at UKZN, depending on which campus you are. So if you are at Howard, you'll sign up at Howard. If you're at PMB, you'll sign up at PMB. So we activate your student card, and we give you a card that will also assist you to be able to go to any facility that you have signed up for. So if you have signed up for swimming, we'll activate your student card for swimming so you can get access. So it's not a walk, you can't just walk in, you need to activate your student card for swimming. These are some of the sporting codes. These are students that have participated in all the activities, and most of our students are very competitive. And for our dance, for our rugby, karate, volleyball, tennis, netball, bodybuilding, even female bodybuilding is very competitive. Our students are coming top in most of the competitions. And we also offer aerobics. You can see there's aerobics, and have fun at UKZN. We're looking to see you at the Varsity Shield Games, where we compete with other institutions in rugby. And these are matches. The first 2 matches will be televised on SuperSport, and we're hoping to see you there. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Silungile. If you can stop sharing your screen. And students, if you don't know where to find the sports admin office, again, go to our orientation page, scroll to the bottom, and there are campus maps, which will show you where everything is, and there are videos that show you where everything is. So please make use of that facility. Okay. We're now going to move on to the first year experience. This is a new program that is compulsory for all first years, so you have to take it if you want to graduate. It is not credit bearing, but you still have to do it. So we've got Narisha here, who's going to explain something about the first year experience modules. Narisha, if you can.
Thank you. Thanks, Sally. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the College of Agriculture, Engineering and Science. My name is Narisha Haricharan. I am the Teaching and Learning Coordinator for the college. So today I'm going to talk to you about our first year experience program. And as Sally mentioned, it is the first year that it's running, and it's compulsory. So our first year experience program is something that every single student in the university takes and has in common. So it's a common comprehensive orientation program for every first year student. And it has to be done, or you will not be able to complete your degree. This is now a new rule that we have passed. So the reason we have this first year experience program is because around the world, but particularly in South Africa, we have a very high first year dropout rate. And that is due to various factors pertaining to the institution, academics, psychosocial, financial. So all of these are factors that affect the success of a first year student. So we've developed a program that targets these different factors and will assist you in easing the transition from high school to university, and to just help you for increased success in your degree. So we have 4 units that we've developed in the first year experience program, and these units are all run online. So unit 1 is the orientation and induction unit. Unit 2 is the academic skills development unit. Unit 3 deals with student wellness, global citizenship and sustainability awareness, and Unit 4 is financial literacy. And assisting you to go through these units and with your experience in your first year are mentors. There are 20 mentors based on the Harvard campus. There are 25 on the Pietermaritzburg and 35 on the Westville campus. And they will reach out to you via WhatsApp groups and email. And in general, we have around 25 students per group. Now, these mentors are like your big brother or sister, and they will help you through the process of first year. Many of you would have had a call from them when you got your conditional offers, and they would have assisted you if you needed the assistance in accepting your offer. And some of them would have assisted you with registration. So these mentors take you through from before you become an official student right through to the end of the year. They will contact you. They will assist you through the year in groups. Sometimes it's face-to-face and sometimes it's via a Zoom meeting. So that module that I showed you earlier, it's available on the FYE website, and you use any one of these browsers. And your mentor will take you through these steps on how to actually access the module. And this is what the module looks like. It's FYE 2024. Can you see at the bottom, it says courses. And you will have to log into this website and go through the different courses. I want to just highlight the first unit, which I think is essential for you to go through. And I did see a lot of questions in the question and answer section regarding timetabling and, you know, what different codes mean and things. So if you go through this unit, Unit 1, you will be prepared for your first week of lectures. So it will take you through the college handbook, for example, and what the different terminology means. So what does prerequisite, co-requisite, what do those terms mean? It will take you through how to construct your timetable and what does it mean? What are the different time slots? So there's lots of important information on this site, and your mentors who will be assigned to you this week will be in contact with you, and they will take you through this module. So we have a team in place, and if you need to reach out and you have any queries about the program, you can contact Ms. Thembelihle Mshali, and this is her email address, and I will put it into the chat when I'm done. And then your campus coordinators for Pietermaritzburg, we've got Ms. Netemba Ndlovu. On the Howard campus, we've got Mr. Mandla Kumalo. And on the Westville campus, we've got Ms. Ngobile Matsumane. Okay, so we're looking forward to you joining our groups, and as the semester proceeds, we will have a meet and greet session which we will inform you about. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Nursha. Okay, if my panel can keep on monitoring the chat, because there seem to be questions coming thick and fast. So if you can try to clear those. Thank you. Right, so the first year experience, that is a compulsory module. You won't graduate unless you do it. Information is also on the orientation page or the registration page. If you wanted that information, you didn't catch it here. The other compulsory module that is not non-credit bearing, but you have to do it, otherwise you will not graduate, is the Critical Social Justice and Citizenship module. This is the first year that it's been introduced, and we've got Antoinette Demantis here to talk us through this module. Antoinette, if you can take over.
Thank you so much, Sally, and good afternoon, everybody. So I'm Dr. Tony Demant, and I'm the program coordinator for the Critical Social Justice and Citizenship module. So I'm going to just give you some brief information about the module. It is a compulsory, non-credit bearing module, which has been introduced as from this year throughout UKZN. So every student, no matter what degree, no matter what qualification or discipline they're in, will do this module. As it is compulsory, first-year students across the whole of the university will need to register for it, either in the first or the second or the third year of their undergraduate degree, depending on your workload. So it's not imperative that you do it in your first year. You have got a lot of other things to do with the first year experience and just getting used to university, but just make sure that you do it in one of the years of your studies. It will also be offered in both semester 1 and 2 of every year, so it'll give you more options to include it in your academic timetable. So what is this module all about? Why are we doing it? It looks critically at a range of social justice and injustice issues, such as racism, culture, gender-based violence, xenophobia, homophobia, disability issues, class differences, etc. And all with the intention of healing the prejudices and the divisions of the past and finding a new way forward, where students can learn to accept, respect, and even celebrate all people, regardless of their differences. The module will use a blended approach, a blended learning approach. So students will be required to engage with online lectures and in-person tutorials. There'll be 8 online lectures, which are pre-recorded and deal with the various topics mentioned earlier. And you'll deal with these and you'll engage with them in your own time. And then for each lecture, which you engage with online, there will be an in-person supportive tutorial. So these are 90 minutes long. There'll be 1 a week for 8 weeks. And they will facilitate experiential learning and active participation in small groups. In other words, it's a place where you can, it's a non-academic place where you can come and speak your mind, share your experiences in a safe environment, and just find out more about these various issues in social justice. So the combination of lectures and tutorials encourages you to engage in meaningful conversations. So conversations that really matter, that are needed in this time and day and age, and where you can address honestly and openly topics that are often overlooked or avoided because they are a bit taboo or perhaps they're just not comfortable to talk about. The lectures have been developed by expert academics in each subject, and the face-to-face tutorials are facilitated by trained tutors who have master's degrees or PhDs in social justice-related issues. And they've undergone intensive training and mentoring in facilitating these sometimes difficult conversations. There will be no exam or major assignment for this module, as it is non-credit bearing. There will, however, be activities built into the online lectures to ensure that students engage with the lectures, and registers will be taken at the tutorials. The module has been added to all level programs across the university and can be selected by students during your online registration. The module code is EDSJICS. EDSJICS. So each school will inform students where the tutorials will be fitted into your timetable. And the online lectures will be uploaded onto Learn 2024 under the EDSJICS module and will be available to you all the students who register for this module in the first semester from the first week in March. In-person tutorials will start from the second week in March, and venues for these tutorials will be communicated with you via your school administrators. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you, Sally.
Thanks, Tony. And again, everyone, if you missed that, go to the orientation webpage, go to the registration webpage, and there's more information on the CSJ module, and there is a little video. I saw a question posted, where will this session be recorded? Again, on the orientation website, we'll have it loaded within the next couple of days. So please make use of the facility. Okay, I'm going to call on Ashwin now. Ashwin Manival, yes, you're here. Ashwin's going to talk about academic advising, another important topic.
Thank you, Dr. Frost. Okay, so welcome, students. I'd first of all like to congratulate you for coming to university, qualifying, and getting a place at UKZN. This is a very exciting time in your life, and I hope you enjoy it. So what I'm going to do really quickly with you today. So the first thing I want to do is switch my video off to save some. Bandwidth. Am I sharing my slides? Can everyone see?
No, you're not, Ashwin.
Okay. Okay, is it up now?
Yes, you just need to make it full screen.
Is that okay?
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, so my name is Mr. Ashwin Manaval. I'm from the Center for Academic Success in Science and Engineering, which is CAES at UKZN in our college. And I've got a lot to go through today. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to stress too much on the fine details. What I want you to know and understand is the purpose of why I'm doing this presentation. At the end of this presentation, or the aim of this presentation, is to show you how to get academic advice. Now, academic advice has a whole lot of meanings, but specifically what I'm talking about is curriculum advising. Curriculum advising has to do with which modules you pick. So you come to UKZN, you do a qualification, and then you have to pick certain modules. You have to pick the correct modules. If you pick the wrong modules, there's going to be consequences later on. You're going to be a year behind. You're going to be 2 years behind. That's not a situation you want to be in. So by the end of this presentation, I will have all the information about what modules you should pick. There are links in this presentation. The PowerPoint has been uploaded to the orientation website. So all you have to do is go to the website, download this PowerPoint, make sure you play it, and then click on those links, and it'll take you to various places. So the first thing we have to do if we're gonna show you how to get academic advice is to make you aware of who you are and where you belong. You currently are registering in the College of Agriculture, Engineering and Science. There are 5 schools in the College of Agriculture, Engineering and Science. Now there has been Zoom meetings that have been set up. And these Zoom meetings are on a page for curriculum advising. I'll show you later in this presentation. And all you need to do, it's as simple as this. You go to the page for curriculum advising in our college and you click on a link, and then a meeting will open up. Of course, you do this during the day between the allotted time that's written on the website. And then you'll then open up a meeting with academics who you can talk to in detail. If you have a problem with certain modules, if you don't know what module to pick, they can help you, they can assist you, right? So this is extremely important. Now, in order to click on the links, you don't want to go to the wrong school. So if you, for example, if you need to go to the School of Chemistry and Physics, you don't want to go to the School of Engineering because you'll be wasting your time waiting in the queue. You'll also be wasting the academics time because there's so many students. There's hundreds of students, okay? And every student you have to refer to another school, time goes by. So the first thing we have to do is show you how which schools you belong to. But before I do that, I just want to go very quickly over where curriculum advising starts. Now this is extremely important, right? Do not trust you trust people, you trust your academic advisors, but you have to learn to use the handbook. This is extremely important. Handbooks be found on the UKZN website, they can be found in the college office. You have to understand ask yourself the questions, what qualification am I registering for? So many times I speak to students and they don't know the name of the qualification. You must ask yourself, what majors, what streams am I taking? Am I an M stream? Am I an LES stream? What modules are in my qualification, okay? And how do I go about selecting elective? So the qualification is the degree, the major or the stream is the branch of the qualification. And then you get modules. These are courses that you study. These are the courses that you study. And the schools, modules and majors belong to schools, and there are 5 schools. I've explained that to you. So very quickly, in our handbook, there are different sort of qualifications. On the screen, I've sort of grouped them. There's other sort of branches out of these, but these are the major ones. The BSc, the Bachelor of Science. You get focus programs which define your curriculum very strictly. These are the modules you do. You get a general BSc, which sort of puts you in an LES stream, a life science stream, and then there's an M stream, which is more mathematics inclined. You can take double majors. There's the Bachelor of Science in Engineering. There's the Bachelor of Science in Agriculture. There's Agricultural Management, Agricultural Extension, so on and so forth, right? And you'll find all of this in your handbook. Now, there's some things in my PowerPoint slide which are from previous years. So I am using a PowerPoint which has data from previous years. It's extremely important that when you do your stuff, understand that my PowerPoint slide is not academic advising. My PowerPoint slide is showing you how to get academic advising. So there might be a few things that have changed in the handbook. Don't be thrown off by that. Your 2024 handbook holds, and the academic advice you get from your legitimate academic advisor holds. And so the next thing is total credits, right? The structure of the BSc degree. In order for a student, so I'm using the BSc degree as an example. So if you're an engineering student, this won't apply to you. The total credit value, or if you're a 4-year agriculture student, this wouldn't apply to you, right? So the total credit value, 384 credits. Full modules are 16 credit, half modules are 8 credits. It's very important that upfront you understand that you need at least 96 credits at level 1. You need a maximum of 160 credits at level 1. So you cannot do more than 160 credits at level 1. And then at least 96 credits at level 2. So you cannot do less than that. And then at least 120 credits at level 3. For elective modules, these form part of the unspecified credits. You are allowed to do 32 credits from outside the college. No more, okay? And these credits will only be allotted to level 1. And the students, of course, you must pass and obtain credits for Zulu 101 unless otherwise exempted. If you did Zulu at school, or if Zulu is your home language, you can go to the Zulu department and you can do a test, a short test, or you can show them your results from school and you will get exempted for the Zulu module. But you have to now take those credits and do another elective with them. You don't just avoid the Zulu module, you got to make those credits up, right? And so this is just a screen. I'm going to skip over this really quickly, showing you the different ways you can partition your credits to obey those rules. 160, 96, 128, 1, 2, and 3. You can do 144, 112, 128, or you can do 128, 128, 128. Self-explanatory. You go over the slide again on YouTube. Now this slide is important. This is important because what this is showing you, this is linking a major from a qualification or focus program to a school. So for example, if you're a biology student, you line this up, you know I need to go to School of Life Sciences. If you are a mathematics student, you know I need to go to School of Math Science, Computer Science. When you go to that link on the website, if you're a plant pathology student, you know you need to go to SAEES, CAES, right? So this is an important slide. You line up your major against your school, and then I'll show you how to go to the website and click on the school. And so I'm going to go over this really quickly because your academic advisor will help you with this. I was going to do an example of how to work through a curriculum, but I'm not going to do that, right? What I want you to do is when this is posted on the website, ask yourself questions. What is my qualification? Find it in the handbook. Look for modules in the handbook with your qualification. Figure it out, which semester the module belongs. Add up the credits, figure out your electives, Make sure there's no timetable clashes, and then make sure you've considered the Zulu 101 module, and also by the end of your degree, those 2 other non-credit bearing modules. Do this before you go for academic advice. Nothing stops you from taking the handbook, reading it, educating yourself, working out what you think you should do, and then go for academic advice, right? This is life lesson. So always do your homework. Whenever you're accepting advice from someone, do your homework and then go for it. So this is just something from the handbook from 2022, page 91. It shows you how to calculate modules for biochemistry, chemistry, first year degree. You take the modules which are in first year, you strike out the common modules, you obtain a list of modules you're supposed to do, you split them up into semesters 1 and 2, you count your credits out. The normal credit load for the BSc is 64 credits in a semester, and then you have to make the shortfall, you have to make it up with the electives, okay? This is just a course in the handbook. This will be a sort of a course description. I put 2 circles. You can see the 16C at the end, that means 16 credits. And you can see P2W2, that means Pietermaritzburg, 2nd semester, and Westville, 2nd semester. And so I'm just finishing off the example and showing you how to add the modules in. Now, this little link at the bottom here, how to access and use timetables, is extremely important. When you go to the PowerPoint on the orientation website, you download my PowerPoint, play the PowerPoint, and then click this link. This is going to take you to a video. That video is going to show you how to go to CalCat, how to get the blocks, how to figure out what letters your modules are, where to put them, how to put them, how not to get them to clash. Very detailed video. I don't have the time now, but click that link and it will take you there. Again, there are certain electives that you can take. Again, with this course description at the bottom, you must be aware of modules where you cannot obtain credits for both modules. So I don't want you to be in a position where you do Comp 106 and then suddenly next year you decide I'm going to do Comp 100. And then at the end of your degree, someone calls you and says, you cannot do both of these modules. You have to spend an extra year and make up the credits. So they are said you must read very carefully to see that you do not do modules where you are not allowed to do them together. Okay. Augmented students, this is very important. You in your first year will do Biology 195, Chem 195, Math 195, Physics 195, and then ESCOM 101 first semester, ESCOM 102 second semester, right? It's fixed. How to receive academic advice. Now, this is the link I'm talking about. So when you go and get my PowerPoint from the orientation website, play it, click this link or copy this link or type it out. It will take you to the curriculum advising page where you will find the links to the Zoom sessions, right? And then finally, I've got a slide here with our team of ADOs. These guys are absolutely exceptional, right? They're working towards PhDs. Some of them have PhDs. They know the academic, they know the curriculum really well. They do general academic advising. They can also help you with certain academic advice within the area which you're doing. So you can use the link in the bottom to find their webpage, and these are their details if you need any assistance from them. So I'll leave it at that and hand over to Dr. Frost. Thank you.
Thanks, Ashwin. I've just had a request if you can just address the issue of the isiZulu rule. Just explain who does and doesn't need to do it and when they do it, how they fit it in.
Okay, so every student, so you get students who have not done Zulu in school and students who are not, so their home language is not Zulu. So if you haven't done Zulu in school, if your home language is not Zulu, you have to complete the isiZulu module. You have to, right? This is a rule at UKZN, and it goes to your first year. If you're a student who did isiZulu at school and you passed it, then you can take those results to the isiZulu department and you kind of get exempted. So you don't have to do the Zulu module. But in saying that, you have to pick another module that makes up those credits. You can't just say, look, I've done the Zulu module now and I'm not going to do it. You have to make up the credits to obey the degree structure, right? And then if you're a student who speaks Zulu very fluently at home, but you didn't do Zulu at school, you can go to the isiZulu department. They'll give you a competency test. You'll do that test with them, and if you pass it, then you will get exempted. I hope that's clear.
Yeah, thanks. And just to clarify, do you have to do it in first year or can you do it in second year or third year?
So it's good to get the first year modules done quickly. So if you're doing first year modules, it's good to have them done quickly, but you don't have to do it in first year.
Okay.
There will be cases where they can do it in second year.
Okay. Thanks, Ashwin. Okay, linked to this is Zaninhlanhla here. Zaninhlanhla, yes, you are. If you can just talk to us about the practical allocation software, because being in the College of Agriculture, Engineering and Science, students, you will all be doing practicals. It's part of your degree. So Zane, if you can just talk us through that. You need to unmute yourself.
Thanks, Sally, and welcome to all our first year students. So as Sally mentioned, when you are a student within our college, you'll most likely be doing a practical or a tutorial on each day of the week. And these practicals or tutorials are compulsory, so you need to do your best to attend all of them. If there is an event where you need to miss a prac due to an illness or a family issue, you would need to supply such some evidence or a doctor's note to say why you missed the prac, but it is in your best interest to try not to miss your pracs at all. So you will have one prac allocated for each module that you're registered for. So for example, if you are doing biology, maths, computer science, and physics, you would have a prac for biology, you would have a tutorial for maths, a prac for physics, and a tutorial for computer science. And in order to avoid any clashes on your timetable when it comes to these pracs and tutorials, you guys will be allocated into groups and into days by the schools. But if you do, after allocation, find that there is a clash, then you need to contact the school for the two modules that are clashing, and they can help you sort it out. Otherwise, there should be no clashes, as they do their best to allocate you guys according to what you're registered for, and put you into days where there won't be any clashes. So this is done automatically for you, and you guys will receive communication of that via emails, and they will let you know what day your prac is allocated to for the week. Yeah, I think that is all I have to say. Also, just to add, for practicals that take place in the lab, please make sure that you have a lab coat. For practicals that require eye protection, you need to get goggles. This usually applies for practicals within chemistry. If you wear glasses, then you don't need goggles. But if you don't wear glasses, you do need goggles to protect your eyes. And each and every prac, you need to have closed shoes on. So that doesn't include pumps, but it needs to be a sneaker, completely closed. And also please try to avoid wearing shorts on days where you guys have practicals. You guys will be informed of where you can fit your lab coat and your safety goggles when lectures start next week. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, Zaninhlanhla. Okay, I think we're coming to the end of our formal program. I've just noticed there have been an awful lot of questions about RES on the chat. So this is obviously an issue that is concerning some of you. Just to explain the RES process, when you applied to UKZN on the CAO, you would have had to say whether you wanted to apply for RES or not. If you applied for RES, you would have ticked that block and your application would have gone in. If you did not tick that block, that means you did not apply for RES, so you will not be eligible for RES. Then there's a certain number of places for RES for first-year students across the campuses, and each college is given an allocation of RES places. So if you applied for RES on the CAO and you have been offered a place in our college, you would have got an offer either with RES or without RES. The places go firstly to people who live far away from campus, and then they work down the list and there's a waiting list. So if you got an offer for RES, then you would have accepted your offer. And then what you have to do is first register for your academics. And you go through that process that Dudu spoke through to right at the beginning. If you can't remember, go to our registration page, click on the link, it will take you there. Once you have been cleared for academic registration, then you can register for residence. You cannot register for residence until you've registered for your academic program. If you did not apply for res or have not been offered res, the university, if you Google university residence, they have a page, and it's on our orientation page as well, where they give numbers of accommodation in the area. It's up to you to organize that. They won't help you to find it, but they do give links of accommodation that is in the area to help you find res for yourself. But you cannot expect to come to campus now when you didn't apply from res right at the beginning and expect to get res. There are only a limited number of places, and those are given to people who applied up front, prioritizing people who live far away from campus. So I hope that helps. If you're still stuck, go look on our orientation website, Google residence UKZN. What else did I want to say to you? Okay, if I share my screen. Okay. So this is the registration page. Remember, if people are asking for academic advice, how do you know what modules to choose? Go onto this page, and there is a link to the Zoom rooms, which are open every day this week and carrying on, I think. During office hours, you click on the link and there'll be an academic on the other side who will advise you on what modules you need to take. Then the other thing I wanted to talk about was how to do your timetable. Ashwin spoke about that. If you go down here on the orientation page, there is a useful link right at the bottom. Timetables, there it is. Click on that link. There's a very nice video which shows you exactly how to access your timetable. Okay, that brings us to the end of the session. So thank you for joining us. We've recorded this session. We will load it onto the orientation website. Tomorrow, the same time, 2 o'clock, we will be repeating this session in isiZulu. So if you would like to get advice in Zulu, please come tomorrow, and we will have isiZulu speakers explaining things to you. And then we have another session on Wednesday in English in the evening. If your parents want to join or you couldn't join in the day, from 6 to 8 Wednesday evening, we will be repeating the same program. And then very important for engineering students only, on Thursday, same time, 2 o'clock, you have a specific engineering academic orientation program, which is compulsory for engineering students to attend. Okay, so thank you, everyone. I hope that helped. I know it's a lot of information. It's all on the orientation website. So if you're feeling a bit overwhelmed, that's the best place to start to look for information. And registration is open. You can register this whole week. And we look forward to having you on campus next week when lectures start in person. And we will have information desks on campus, and we will have tours organized on each campus if you want to have a tour around campus. Okay, so on that note, I'm going to bring this session to an end, and thank you very much to students and panelists for attending. Okay, bye-bye.